I'm excited to start this conversation. And the best part, to tease everybody watching towards the end, Bill is going to drop a lot of marketing ways that notaries can utilize Ron to actually create revenue. Before we get to the marketing and revenue aspect, I want to talk about secured signing, gentlemen. I want to talk about what makes you guys great, what makes you guys different, what makes secured signings a phenomenal platform for notaries to use as a remote online notarization platform.
The secured signing platform was designed for the independent notary enterprise. It's a tool for the independent agent to build, protect, and grow their business confidently. We're rated in the top 3 globally. We're in 45 countries for that type of platform. So again, I think what makes us different is the focus on providing a tool that's protected, non-invasive, and very simple for the notary and their clients to participate in. In support of that platform, we provide the notary a web page that they can use to send out to their clients. If they have their own website, they can provide a link to that web page that allows their clients to upload in a secure fashion any documents and arrange appointments for scheduling. They don't need to buy a separate Dropbox account to ensure their clients that the document that's being uploaded is encrypted in transit and at rest and in execution. So that's a very, very key benefit. Also, at the end of the session, when it's all done and then signer logs out, we can return them to their website. They can ask for reviews, ask for referrals, ask for advice, ask for endorsements. So we try to promote them from the beginning, the preparation for the execution of the event, the execution, and the post-marketing. We provide them all these very specific tools. As mentioned, we're in 45 countries, we're around the world. And the notary has the ability to co-op with other notaries to manage the site. Meaning if I co-op with 3 other notaries, I can assign sessions to them because I'm going on vacation, or I'm only going to work till 4 o'clock. So a notary can actually operate this as their own internal signing service.
Money. Let's dig deeper into that. So I'm a little confused / a little excited.
They will have their own login.
Got it.
They don't share credentials. They have their own specific ID credential that's secure and associated with them.
From a remote online notary standpoint, let's say me, I have 3 appointments next week for remote online notarizations. I'm going to go out of town. I can then funnel that remote online notarization to a channel partner, another notary. Your friend notary would have credentials on abcnotary.com. Then your friend notary would execute the signing. Revenue would be paid directly to you because you are the owner of ABC Notary, and then you figure out how to make payment back to that notary on a separate transaction.
Correct.
Got it. That's pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. To your point, in theory, someone could pay you a subscription, and then they could almost charge other notaries a subscription through their own abcnotary.com if they really wanted to.
That's right. And it gets even better. Let me tell you how. Let's say, as we know, in certain jurisdictions, notaries can only perform certain ID acts. Take an example, biometric validation as a standalone entity in which you can identify a person, foreign nationals. Let's say you're a notary in a state that doesn't allow that. You can team up with a notary in a state that does allow that.
Got it.
So you all of a sudden aren't limited to your Secretary of State's provisions. You can hire an Arizona notary for a will. You can hire a Florida notary for a marriage ceremony.
That
sort of thing, or New York, right? Excuse me.
Yeah, no, that's gangster.
So that's huge. That really is huge.
And I want this is going to the Loan Signing System Nation. So I want LSS Nation to realize that even if you use another platform, because you're in the jurisdiction of your state, you can't necessarily execute that on that platform because you're still binded by the laws of your state. It does for remote on notaries. But if you had a branded remote online platform, you can just pass that to somebody else. You take the revenue because you got the business lead, have them execute it. You get paid and then pay your friend in Arizona, whatever transaction fee you decide. But I think that's lovely for you LSS students because we have a huge community, so we can network within our communities. I want you to speak more in benefit to a notary. You talk about branding, you talk about tools, right? What does that mean?
Great question, Mark. So what tools do the notary need? They need a platform that represents their name, not secured signing, but ABC Mobile Notary. We want them to be able to send out invites for emails to their session from the @ABC Notary, not from @secured signing. We want to be able to provide them with a web page that they can use if they don't have a website to post through their email marketing campaign to allow their clients under their brand from their email domain to upload documents, schedule, communicate back and forth in a secure, protected, encrypted
Okay,
environment.
so you guys are giving the notary a white label version of your RON platform. For everyone who doesn't know what white label means, they're basically allowing you to use their technology, but put your company name on it. So the benefit to the notary is a notary can be like, hi, you have something that needs to be via remote on notarization. Go to abcnotary.com, jump on, and it makes them look like they have their own RON platform. Am I hearing that correctly?
Exactly. And that's what we want to promote. We're giving them the tools for them to build their business. We're in the background. We're the support. They're the front line.
What are secured signing tools outside of white labeling?
Yes, for those organizations possibly a little bit larger, we have the ability for those agents in your enterprise to be able to log on at a pre-assigned time, meaning let's say you have a notary that handles the walk-ins or the appointments between 8 and 10, and then one from 10 and 12, one from 12 to 2, 2 to 5 on throughout the day. That's called a pool concept. So what would occur, you as owner, the account manager, would say, okay, Susie, you're going to do anything that comes in between 8 and 10. So Susie would know at 10 o'clock, she signs off and Bob signs in and could take anything from that point on. What happens there, and the value of that, if somebody gets sick last minute, they can bump it to the pool, and whoever's handling that overflow picks up that event. Again, they won't lose the signing.
What I love about this, and I'm speaking to the LSS student right now, is if I'm telling you really entrepreneurial LSS students, you know who I'm talking to here, you can run national ads for remote online notarizations. And so you can really go gung-ho, build out a network of signing agents within the LSS community. And you can now build out, I think they used the words earlier, or the phrase, a mini signing service for RON though. And you can really create a substantial business with no effort on your own outside of maybe running some digital ads for apostilles Arizona, apostilles Washington, apostilles Florida. This is an opportunity where you can really capture a lot of general notary work or special notary work items via RON all over the country. You can be doing the same thing. I'm speaking to you, LSS student. You can build out your own network of signing agents and then take a little bit off of everybody. And you win by giving LSS students money and revenue. And then you win because you're doing no work for running Facebook ads. So if you're watching this, make sure you know your laws, because it's very important that you know who you can or can't farm it out to. Okay, so let's kind of move on to basically my last question. I cover loan signings predominantly. That is now shifting. I want to give them, the signing agent, the power, empowered is a better word, to walk in a title company like, hey, I am registered and I am with secured signings. What title companies, mortgage companies, lenders are on board with secured signings? Who have you been approved with, et cetera?
Stewart, First American, Chicago, Fidelity, Westcor, most of them.
We're approved by all the major underwriters. You could walk in anywhere and say, we know that secured signing is already approved. Now that we're approved by all the major underwriters, all the smaller title companies out there can take us on. And so we have a lot of title companies that use us directly meaning they have their own notaries to market to or to give business. But we are approved with all the major title underwriters, and it just makes it easy.
Beautiful. Yeah, no, I hope everyone's taking this feedback. I mean, my thing is maybe what you guys do watching this right now, and if you want to get into the remote online real estate closings, is maybe go to your title companies first, see who they are using and who they're approved with, and then make a decision on what platform you want to use. And if there's anything that we have missed, I'll give you guys the final word.
We also are HIPAA approved, meaning we can operate in the medical environment, be that hospitals, clinics, doctor's office, pharmacies, those you can solicit to. And of course, we're also BISMO approved. But understand that there are other markets like construction. In 18 states, the construction filing must be notarized. All legal firms need notarized documents. Of course, banks and credit unions, schools and universities. There are literally millions and millions of transactions that occur at schools and universities for FAFSA submission for a loan to go to that university. So if you go to a university and you register at the financial aid office, sign the documents, they witness your signature, that's fine. But if you take that document home to mom and dad and say, what do you think? That now must be notarized. We have some very successful signing agents, notaries, that contact their local junior college, their local university and say, hey, if your student wants to have it notarized, here's my card, here's my website. They can get this FAFSA form notarized right on my site right away. Healthcare providers, obviously, technology, trucking companies that finance future load drops. So the independent trucker gets paid immediately. Those must be notarized, and they can be notarized on their phone. And of course, we operate across both Android platforms, both Samsung documents, pads, iPads, templates, anything that has an operating system that also has a camera and a microphone.
Not all platforms have that. Am I right, Megan? But you're saying that you can use any type
Yes, across all mediums. And you can switch in the middle of a signing. If your power goes out, right to your cell phone and pick it up.
I definitely want to make sure that we go in depth on those junior colleges and those hospitals and those trucking companies and the construction companies. There's going to be a whole nother probably hour conversation on how to get business from Bill at secured signing. But anything else, the final words from you, Roger?
What I always like to tell folks is when I have conversations is now is a time to commit to going digital. Now is the time. You're used to going out with a printer in the back of your car. That works great. And you always have to do that because you can't always do everything digital. But now is the time to go digital. It will open up your eyes to business. You'll get business you never thought you could get before. You can cross state lines with other notaries, like we mentioned earlier. There's a phenomenal opportunity. And we've seen, Bill and I have seen this just take off like you've never seen it before. It's amazing. We have people that say to us, I'm never going to use it. And now they're pushing hundreds and hundreds of documents a month because they've committed to going digital.
So if you guys want to use Ron for our general notary work, I think you guys had a phenomenal information day with both these gentlemen on the pros of why you should use them and their platform specifically. I have nothing but great things to say about both of you gentlemen and the secured signings. Make sure you understand the laws. Megan has that all written out for you in the Ron Basics course. Do not go through this course quickly. Once you watch through it a few times, Megan has put so much time and effort into this. So make sure you do it to protect yourself, because at the end of the day, it's your responsibility to know the state laws, not ours.